Your beliefs must be a vibrational match to your desires. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. Well, many people still believe that it's their conscious thinking mind that's doing all the talking to the law of attraction, such that it will cause things they want to manifest. And although your conscious mind does have an impact, and it is being received by the law of attraction, your dominant vibration is from your subconscious mind, the beliefs in your subconscious mind. That is the major dominant vibration going to the law of attraction that decides what your life is, the way your life is manifesting. And if you don't like that way that it's manifesting, then you're going to use your conscious mind to reprogram your subconscious beliefs so they do match what it is that you want. And then that's what causes them to flow. So that's what I talk about often, is we want to clean up our mind, both our conscious mind and subconscious mind. We got to rewire those beliefs so that the beliefs support the things that we want. So let me give you a little scenario just to maybe make this clear. So let's say a person grows up. In their growing up years, they have a real joy of music. They love music. They talk about music. They can, as they get older, they see themselves being a musician and their life being about music. But let's say what they're told about life is that, well, music isn't a real job. That's just a hobby or something you do on the side. But a real job is when you go to work in the daytime, and that's how you make money, right? That's the way you live your life. So you grow up, with this desire in you. It's your natural gifts and talents, and the world wants to hear it because anytime you have natural gifts and talents, there's demand for it. So that's all in place. But now you get these faulty beliefs, people telling you it's not a real job, right? That you got to get a real job. So you start to get jobs, and it's like, but I don't like these jobs. It doesn't feel good to me. I want to do what I want to do. So you do. So you start to do that. You start to engage in ways that put you towards a music career, that you can have that lifestyle and the way that you want it to be like that. But it seems that no matter what you do, every which way you turn, it just doesn't seem to take off, right? And so what's going on there? You have this great desire, and you can see it and you can feel it and everything. But the thing is, you got that belief. You got that boat anchor of a belief that you picked up as a kid that, hey, you're not working a real job. So how are you going to have money flow? And so that's enough. That's enough of a faulty belief to block. See, coming down the pipe, we got this great big faulty belief block telling us that although we want that music career and we can feel it, we get a ton of resistance to it because it's not a real job. It's not the real way that you can make money. It's not something that makes money for you. So if you believe that as a kid and you took that into your adult, well, it's still there. And until you deconstruct it, it is absolutely going to get in the way of you receiving that dream. And so, again, this person's subconscious beliefs would be wired with a faulty belief telling them they couldn't have, basically you can't have your dream because you're not doing it the right way. And, you can't have the abundance flow because it's not related to that kind of thing. So that's all got to be cleaned up. And, the way that we clean that up is that we just watch what we're talking about in the daytime, because we know whatever your gifts and talents are, if it's in engineering, if it's in teaching, if it's in running a business, if it's in sports, it doesn't matter. Business, it could be anything, really, anything at all. If you have those natural gifts and talents, then that's going to be your natural, easy, high vibration. And then that's joy is the vibration of abundance, and that's all going to flow. So every time that you have a thought and that you have to do it differently, that abundance is related to a different kind of way of life, then you've got to reprogram. Now, you got to talk with yourself. You got to deconstruct that, and you got to start right at the beginning saying, look, I'm an agent of the universe. I came for joyous expansion. My parents or the people around me, they didn't understand how life worked. They thought that you had to do these things to get the money, to get the stuff, right? And that's been going on for a long time, and it's all a bunch of nonsense. But anyway, if you hear it, you believe it, And then you say, well, I used to believe that, but I know it's not true now. The creative process shows me that's not true at all. That joy is the currency of life. And as I do things that feel like joy, and certainly expressing my gifts and talents feel like joy, that's automatically going to allow abundance to flow in all kinds of forms through my life. So you just got to keep having a conversation like that, and just keep reminding yourself that it is your natural value. In fact, that you are an agent. We're all agents of the universe coming with our gifts and talents, and it's kind of the universe kind of expects us to do that because it's the way we serve humanity. And that's another way to defeat that faulty belief, is that, hey, I'm here to serve humanity, and I'm here to serve them with my gifts and talents, which also serve me. So you see, you got to sort of talk and reparent. You could say you got to reparent yourself. Rewiring your subconscious beliefs is almost like reparenting yourself, because, where parents didn't have this knowledge and they just went along with the same old faulty beliefs, then that's what caused the wiring up of our subconscious mind with those faulty beliefs. So rewiring our subconscious mind is kind of like reparenting ourselves. So what is that? Well, that means the way that our parents spoke to us in ways that were faulty beliefs, we've got to replace that voice, because that voice was faulty. Their voice to us came from a faulty belief within them. And so now we've got to reparent ourselves and remind ourselves the value we have. We came with gifts and talents. The universe expects us to really express those, because it's our part in the serving of humanity and ourselves. In the joy of all of that, then abundance flows. And it's equally as important. Every gift and talent that every human being has is equally important to humanity. And so we've got to pattern our thoughts to show that is true, and that's the way life really is. And we know it is because we feel the music. If we're a musician, we feel that in our heart, and it won't leave us. It won't leave us alone. It comes to us. We don't have to make ourselves think about it. It's always there. That's true for any vocation that you have. And when it's there, it feels good. So we have that understanding, and certainly understanding the creative process tells us that is absolutely 100% accurate. That what you feel in your heart, follow your heart, that is your road through life, and it will be your road of joy, and then abundance just flows to you. So you see, keep surrounding your mind, you keep saturating your mind with the knowledge of the creative process, how it is, who you are, why you came here, and you replace all those thoughts that you got growing up, and you gradually stop reacting to the way that life is, because it's not unfolding in these ways that you want it to. So you're going to reduce the duration, intensity of reactions and thinking thoughts like, oh, this isn't going to work, or I'm not going to be able to make money at this, or all those faulty thoughts, and you want to shrink them down. You want to shrink them down in their intensity so they go away, go away, go away, go away. And then the duration goes away, because you're bringing in the new good feeling thoughts, the natural thoughts, the way it really is, and you're going to get better at that. First, it's going to be like slow. You're going to replace them. You're going to deconstruct them, and you're going to have that emotional relief about the way it really is, and that you're born successful and valuable and important, gifts and talents, and you came to express them. All that good stuff, you're going to do that, and as you get good at it, then you're going to very quickly, it's going to be like the thought comes, and all of a sudden it's gone. You've completely covered over and replaced that faulty belief, and it's gone. So that's what we got to do over time, and as we do gradually, then it goes away and it's not there anymore. And this is our natural thinking, as if we were sort of parented that way in the beginning. Because if a person grew up with those gifts and talents of being a musician, and the parents supported them and fostered that and encouraged them and all of that kind of thing, see, they would grow up expecting that it would be a beautiful career in music, and there would be no resistance at all. There would be no block. There would be no faulty belief. This wouldn't be in the pipe, and their life would naturally just flow as they got older. All the path to all the music and the way they wanted it to be in their life to be would just flow down the pipe, and they would experience that, and it would be joyous expansion in that way of life for them. So as we do what I talked about over here to reduce the duration and intensity of any reactions or faulty belief thoughts around having a music career, and again, I'm using that as an example, but you could I could be talking about anything. It's the very same thing. You just got to reduce the resistance around it. Any kind of reaction or faulty thoughts, you're going to reduce the intensity and duration of those until they're just gone, and then you're back in alignment with what you want. And when you do that, see what it has the effect of is in the pipe, you're shrinking the faulty belief, shrinking. No more block, pipe is cleared. But it doesn't happen right away, right? It doesn't. That's the thing is it's not the shrinking of faulty beliefs and the changing and the repatterning of your conscious thoughts, the reparenting of yourself is a process over time. Now, not a lot of time. I mean, really, in the sake of 90 days, if you're consistent and you are really trained yourself and every day you're paying attention to what you're thinking and you're consistently retraining and getting better at replacing those faulty beliefs, deconstructing them, and you see that you're reducing the duration, the intensity. 30 days later, hey, this doesn't bother me as much. I feel more and more this career, and it feels good to me. There's no resistance. When it comes up, it's not as intense. It doesn't last as long. I can more easily replace it. In 60 days and 90 days, you can make a big difference. Huge difference, and then you keep going. You could see physical changes happening in those 90 days for sure, right? So that's what you want to realize, that this is the process to get your beliefs in alignment and to be a vibrational match to your desires, so that your beliefs are supporting what it is, the life experience that you want to be living. This is the way you go about it. Again, I say it almost in every video now, is there's no techniques to this. There's no manifestation or law of attraction techniques, or can't buy your way into it with money or anything. This is a vibrational thing. Life is vibrational, and when you tune your vibration into the thing that you want, when you're a vibrational match to it, when your beliefs match it, then everything is going to start to flow to you, right? Then you receive the timing, you receive the inspiration, the ideas, the resources. Everything comes to you. It comes to you. You don't look for it. It comes to you. It finds you. It reveals itself to you, and you're the receiver, the recipient of it. And that's the way that you make your life back into, you bring your life back into, a better way to say that, you bring your life back into its natural joyous expansion, because your beliefs are fully supporting everything that it is that you want to experience, and they fully support who you are. So you're believing in yourself, you know your agency with the universe, you know how it all works, and now your desires and your dreams, you fully believe them. They feel natural to you. You have a full expectation of them. You see, if we grew up with the people around us supporting us in who we really are, bringing out and helping us to identify our gifts and talents and our qualities and the things that really resonated with us and how we want to express ourselves. You see, if that was all done to us in growing up, I wouldn't be here, because you all would be living your life in the beautiful way that you came to live it. But that didn't happen. And what happened is those generational faulty beliefs. So now we're going to clean that all up. And as I said, rewiring, really, you could say, is reparenting yourself. You're reparenting. I think a lot of people will like that word because most people can identify that when they were growing up, they heard a lot of stuff that discouraged them from being or thinking they could have anything that they want, that they were the creator of the reality, and that they had to follow a certain path to even think about having any kind of a decent life. So living in that faulty reality bubble. So it's kind of a refreshing word to say, okay, well, your parents did the best that they can, but they didn't understand how to really bring you up in a way of the creative process. So it is what it is. So now you can basically do that reparenting, which creates the rewiring of your beliefs in your subconscious mind. You get that all back in order over time, and not a lot of time. And you keep shrinking those faulty beliefs, keep getting momentum into the beliefs that support what you want, tell you that, yes, a music career is a beautiful thing. People, you're in demand. People love to hear your gifts and talents. It's a natural thing. When you're born, you're in demand, not only for that, but many other things. And you get back into that feeling, that knowing, and now the expectation, the anticipation, even in the face of circumstances that haven't yet changed. They haven't caught up with your new beliefs, because that momentum is starting to take over from the old. But as I say, in the 7 stages, in stage 5, 6, and 7, see, stage 3 is where you're changing the beliefs. Stage 4 is where you've really got them changed, and you're emotionally in a calm state now. You're in alignment, and now that momentum is going to start to show in stages 5, 6, and 7 with flowing manifestations, trending manifestations, and then full manifestations. So you must get your beliefs into vibrational alignment to be a vibrational match to what you want. And this is the way that you do it, right? You're gonna shrink down those crazy old faulty beliefs that are in there, those faulty patterns of thinking. You're gonna get those shrunk down so that their intensity is very low, and then you're gonna hit them with new scripts, new dialogues that tell you that they're nonsense and faulty, and they're not the way that life is and what it really is. Right? You're going to be your own thought therapist. Let's bring in all the terms in here to really give you all the power, empower you to take charge of your life, reparent yourself, rewire your mind, give yourself thought therapy, and you're going to be just fine. You're going to have your beliefs all back in alignment, and you'll get to that mind mastery level, that 10-second rule, where no matter what thought comes, if it doesn't feel good, it's out of alignment, you're going to have that thing replaced in 10 seconds. Now, don't expect that to happen overnight. Again, that's a process of mastery, just like the martial arts, where you go from the beginning belt to the black belt. You know that's a process. So treat your mind the same way and allow yourself to learn and get that mastery. But you, again, in 90 days, you certainly can make a huge difference once you understand it. So really, I say, like, for the material that I offer, my book of life and the higher vibrations book, once you go through those, now you're in a position that within 90 days that you can make a big difference. Now, going through those books, you could make a difference too, depending on where your starting point is in terms of understanding life and that. Maybe you've done some other things. But certainly once you get through them, within 90 days, if you're practicing and using what's in those books, in 90 days you certainly can make a big change. So give yourself time to be through those books, and then you're starting to really practice what you've learned. And that's what changes your life. That's what gets you back into your joyous life of expansion. You don't have to think about manifestation techniques, law of attraction techniques, none of that stuff. You're just going to get back into your natural high vibration rhythm with your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, so that both of those are broadcasting to the law of attraction energy that's completely in alignment with your dreams and desires. And you're going to like it. You're going to like it a lot. Okay, so that's the message for today. Thanks for listening in. If you have any questions, leave them on the post, and enjoy your day.